Hi, welcome to my financial markets recap for the week. It's John Bannon from ComhlaTech.com. Before we get to the news, quick update on the system, how we're doing. We're sitting on our hands this week, not doing anything, no trades. It's a rare occurrence that when you expect what you expect to happen actually happens as you forecasted it, and that's what's happened this week. I mentioned last week that I was expecting a bounce because it sold off pretty hard last week. I was expecting a bounce recovery this week, followed by more selling, and that's exactly what's happened. At this point, I wouldn't actually be surprised to see at least a 10% correction in the Nasdaq. It almost got there this week. We might not see that in the S&P 500, which has held up stronger than the Nasdaq, but compared to the all-time high recently. But a new lower low in the NQ, and we'll be there in terms of that 10% correction. So, and that is despite the impressive recovery today, because obviously it sold off pretty hard today, then recovered towards the end of the day. So despite that, I think we'll still see some more selling coming before this is over. Corrections, very healthy for the market, of course, and especially good when you're sitting them out and waiting to strike. So that's where things are at. We'll be back in soon enough, and we're just waiting for the right moment to take advantage of this drop that's here. So let's hope that continues down a little bit further. So that was the system update. What happened in the news this week? Well, you know, the inflation really was the top business story of 2021, and you know, out with the normal, the usual, you know, elephant in the room, with Omicron and all the rest of it. But inflation really was the top business story, and it kicked off its 2022 campaign with a bang. Consumer prices soared 7% in December, making it the largest yearly increase since 1982. So really, really big uptick in inflation prices, and that was reported by the Labour Department this week. The biggest culprits were shelter costs, that's rent, and used car prices. So shelter costs jumped 0.4% from the previous month, up 4.1% for the year. It's the fastest annual growth since February 2007, so really, really trucking along. And used vehicles were the other things that were really standing out. They're increased 37% over the last year. And gasoline prices have spiked 50% since December 2020, but fuel costs obviously have come down a little bit from where they were in December. So that was the big news story of last year in terms of business. But the Fed is taking that note and getting ready to raise interest rates to control inflation. And it seems that the usual lull in home buying for winter months is not sent to be a lull at all, considering they're going to increase the interest rates. So the median home sales soared 16% annually in the week ending January 9th, notching a record of $365,000 per home. And the past month, 41% of homes sold above their listing price. That's up from 33% a year earlier. So, home prices, the real estate market is smoking hot, but is little to cool, and that's probably smoking hot because the interest rates are going up very soon. But it's certainly soaring right now, but the increase in rates will probably slow the borrowing costs, increase the borrowing costs, therefore slow the buying. So we'll probably see some cooling off of where that's at right now. And keeping up with crypto, Kim Kardashian and Floyd Mayweather and other celebs are being sued over promoting an altcoin called Ethereum Max, and it's part of an alleged crypto scam, another one. Right? This mysterious coin debuted in May, claiming to bridge the gap between community-driven tokens and the legacy cryptos like Bitcoins and Ethereum and stuff like that. But they provided very few details about it. So, these celebrities got on the bandwagon, tried to promote this thing, and the first problem with it is Ethereum Max. It's got a very misleading name. It's nothing to do with Ether, which is the second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. And the problem number two is Ethereum Max crashed 98% since June, which has led to allegations of pump and dump in the crypto space. So, last year it was reported that crypto crimes hit a $14 billion number. I mean, that is just incredible, the amount of theft and stuff that's going on with crypto. 100 new coins are created every day. I mean, just think about that, every day. So scams are further motivating the regulators in favour of more transparency and safeguards here, and surely safeguards will be coming very soon, because that just can't go on. That's just crazy. Lastly, Goldman Sachs predicted the eurozone economy will grow faster than the US in the next 2 years, while Europe plans to invest billions in its nations this year. President Biden's $1.8 trillion Build Back Better Act is still on ice, and no news on that yet. Hopefully that'll get pushed through, that'll help the market. Probably be the catalyst for the push up in February, that's my thinking, but we will see. And the market's closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day, so it's going to be a short trading week this week coming. So that is it from me. It's Friday, time to down tools. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.